Tom MacDonald. Let's discuss Tom MacDonald because now he has made the news. Some of us have been knowing about him for a while. And now that the rest of the world is finally catching up, I thought let's circle back and discuss some very important things that I want to say. I kind of touched on a lot of stuff in my previous video because right now he's kind of going crazy because he just did a video with Ben Shapiro, which I think is like number 2 on iTunes. Now, I want to clarify for those of you who are not familiar with him and what's going on and why this is a big deal, because you might be thinking, well, people always are at the top of the charts and always at the like, what is this? He's a musician. Like, what? Hear ye, because I have to tell you guys why this is such a huge deal. Tom MacDonald is a man who has a girlfriend called Nova. They have been making music independently. And when I say independently, I have never seen independence like the type of independence these two have been doing. Okay? Because other people, they have like a team of people they will go to to record their videos, or a team of people they go to record their songs and all this. They do it all themselves, but then they hire their own people. Usually it's him, his girlfriend, and maybe 1 or 2 other people doing everything from writing all the way down to publishing, all the way to sales, packing the physical copies of the music, the CDs, their merch and everything. They do it all. And I absolutely love and respect them for that alone, for starters, because that is a huge feat to take on. I've said it before that yes, people like me who talk about Hollywood and the problems of the entertainment industry and how they're almost definitely going to exploit you at every single opportunity that they can, legally, obviously is going to be in favor of this type of thing. But I've also made a big point on my channel to always highlight that it's also not easy to just do what they do, like in the industry. There's a reason why it's so attractive to have this massive machine that has all the moving parts of the department that records and edits the music and mixes and masters your final copies with the sound engineers, and the other department that does the marketing, and the other department that does the packaging, and the other department that focuses on streaming, and all of this stuff, the other department that works probably on the touring and the shows and booking venues. It's a lot of stuff to do. So I highly respect anybody who decides to do that. I think everybody should, because I think it's always going to be more worthwhile in the long run. But also, I respect that the things that Tom MacDonald talks about in his music, because a lot of the stuff that's pushed in the entertainment industry. Now, I'm going somewhere with this, guys, okay, and why this is such a big deal. A lot of the stuff that is going on in the current industry, the entertainment industry as it is right now, a lot of it is things that are the opposite of what Tom MacDonald talks about. So a lot of it is, perpetuating a lot of very problematic behaviors amongst us as people, is consistently helping to keep repoking in the wounds of division, whether it's stuff to do with gender, whether it's stuff to do with race, whether it's stuff to do with, sexuality, whether it's stuff to do with politics, the government, like all this stuff. The entertainment industry has one narrative that they push, that in one way or the other, whether your name is Taylor Swift and whether you're Beyonce, you are pushing the same message. Now, by the way, I don't want to go out there and try and say that I'm equating Taylor Swift and Beyonce in particular. I'm just using them to say that they all are shining there's the same message, and they're all just shining a different section of the same message is what I'm trying to say. And so what people do not realize, and this is what makes it such a big deal, what people do not realize is that when you are going against the entertainment industry, right? When you make your own music as an independent artist, if you are not going along with the narratives of what they're doing, they not only will they try to stop you, not only will they not support you, but they will try to stop you. So it's not like, and this is what I need people to get into their heads. The entertainment industry is not this fun, fair industry where if you want to make music, you just get to go and make your own music and we're all just living in freedom. Freedom does not exist in the entertainment industry. Newsflash. What actually exists is they have a strategy, they have the control of all the areas, and you either obey by what they want you to do and how they want you to do it, or not only are they not going to allow you to be a part of what they're doing, they're going to try to stop you. So for example, a very simple example that I've given to you guys before, many times Tom MacDonald has, so for things like the Billboard Awards, right? You have to, in order to be number one or whatever in a lot of these ranking systems, these charts that we look at, right? And we'd be like, so-and-so's number one for 10 weeks. This is crazy, right? The way they quantify this is by, maybe it could be the number of streams, it could be the number of records sold, it could be a whole bunch of different other things. And so we, the people, trust, and this is where our ignorance comes into it because we don't understand the industry that we're dealing with, right? So we, the people, trust that, oh, because we've been told that Justin Bieber's number one in the billboards, he must be number one in the billboard because he's had the highest sales. Then the only way that Justin Bieber's number one in the billboards is because he's had the highest sales. Oh, no, darling. What you don't know is that the billboards themselves have a process and a system as to how they evaluate sales and streams and whatever they are, all of the different chart organizations, right? And so you have to meet their specific requirements as to how they want, as to what they count as being part of the counted numbers or not. And I did a whole video about this with Tom MacDonald because he did a video on his YouTube channel. This is like over a year or two, maybe even 2 years ago. Now, actually probably like 2 years ago now. I can't believe how long it's taken for everybody to wake the freak up. But anyway, and he shows his emails going back and forth with the people at Billboard and how he was trying to say he gave them access to every single part of his like the backside of his website. So like they could see all the sales that come in, exactly where they came in from, exactly how many they've done. Like he gave them more access than really you should have, because realistically they could have gone up in his business and, you know, destroyed stuff or changed stuff or whatever. But nevertheless, he did that because he was like, well, we deserve to get the number one because we can see that I can't remember what song it was and exactly which billboard it was, but it's happened many times. Many times Tom MacDonald has been just as popular and as successful as the top charting artists, right? And this is why we're talking about this, because I don't think people fully understand this. So, you know, so he let them all up in the back office of everything, like they could see everything. And as time went on, the more and more they were able to show the proof, the less and less correspondence they were getting, because clearly they don't want to have somebody like Tom MacDonald, number one, giving hope to people out there that guess what, you can make it without this really evil, honestly, in my opinion, demonic machine called Hollywood. You can actually do it yourself, and you can actually do it between you and your fans. And this is the biggest trick of it all that I wish people to understand. The power is with the people. If there is any message anybody takes from any video that I make about all of the different things I talk about, it's that the power is with the people. Because the fact is, think about this. If Tom MacDonald is still doing as well as he is, he doesn't have this huge machine that is the record labels and all of that in the entertainment industry. How is he doing it? Because he has enough people who are willing to go onto his website, who are going to his YouTube channel, who are streaming his music that he did independently. These guys are the unnecessary middleman that we don't even actually need. Now, in a perfect world, which is not the world we live in, of course, they wouldn't be these heinous criminals that they are and predators in the entertainment industry. And then it would make it easier for everyone, because then we could be trusting them to go and join their label, and we could be trusting them to, you know, help manage our careers, and we could be trusting them to to take the pressure off of our shoulders of having to do so many different things that it takes to be pushing out your music and making music videos and touring and streaming and making sure you're getting paid your royalties and all of that stuff, because there's so many different skills that come into being able to do that, which is once again why Tom and his girlfriend, I'm like, you guys are just freaking amazing, because there's so many different skills that comes into being able to do something like that. And a lot of people in the entertainment industry today could not, because most of the people you see just show up in a studio. They don't even write their own music anymore. Like a lot of artists don't even write their own songs anymore. They literally just show up and do what they've been told to do. Like that is it. Like the days of artists is really been lost, if you ask me. And I honestly am hoping and believing that there's going to come like a new age of music at some point, because it's needed, right? And that's why I think this is such a big deal. So with somebody like Tom MacDonald, the reason why this is a huge deal is it proves that the power is with the people. It proves that the power is with the people, and it proves that what the entertainment industry has been telling us is all lies. All this stuff about like, oh, you have like you if you want to do well, you need a record. No, you don't. A record label. No, the freak, you don't. But at the same time, don't make the mistake of thinking that you're just going to be able to don't make the mistake of thinking you're just going to be able to like go and exist on the other side and do whatever it is that you want to do. And they're just going to leave you there because you're a threat. Because you might think that, well, surely they could just leave it. Why does it matter? I'll tell you why it matters, because the more people see that that's possible, the more people are going to do it. The only reason that they have such a monopoly right now is because people think that they can't do it for themselves. So as soon as people feel that they can do it, it's the second that people are going to go over there, because they're going to be like, wait, but I would prefer to be able to have more control over my career. And that's what we see with so many artists, because the entertainment industry, remember, Hollywood is a business. Okay, guys, I don't know if you know what business is. Business is about products or services. You either have a product or a service, and you're looking to make profit. That's what they care about. So all of your little idols that you have, and the gods of Hollywood, your Beyoncés and the Taylor Swifts and the little Uzi Verts and the whoever the flip you listen to, right? They are all just products to the entertainment industry. A product that creates a profit. So no, you don't get to take off time because you want to have babies, like what we saw with Britney Spears. No, you don't get to just have a wholesome relationship, right? Because we need you to be having messy relationships so we can capitalize off of it to make money. And that's exactly why I believe that Ariana Grande had this whole 3 years of not releasing a single, right? She had a whole bunch of different things that have gone down with Ariana Grande. Now, she's one of those people that is massively talented, honestly. But of course, talent isn't enough in our day and age, because it's all about the drama, because we all love a bit of drama, whether we admit to it or not. It's a natural thing about us as humans, right? So of course now she would release a song when she's in the middle of a scandal for hooking up with a guy who's married, and then she releases a song to kind of combat to the haters, as if to be like, yes, and right? And again, what kind of message is that portraying? Right? On the flip side of that, we've got Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro, right? And their message is more about, facts over feelings and this over that. We're talking two completely different messages. So yes, when you are in the industry, you're a product that they can make money from. Right? You're not a person who deserves a break or who deserves to live a wholesome life. I've said this to you guys even before. Do you actually think that, I'll tell you guys this as a creative. I'm a creative person. And as somebody who actually has come into my own love of music recently, as in more so writing music, I've often thought to myself, I don't know that I want to do this, because a lot of times the best creativity, and anybody who's been around creatives, obviously I've done all the performing arts and creative arts pretty much my whole life. Any great creation that comes from people usually comes from deep emotion and deep pain, or troubles or chaos or something. It's rare that it just comes directly out from a proper, loving, wholesome, perfect, amazing situation. That is extremely rare. And a lot of times when it is, it turns out that it wasn't as good as what we thought it was. Case in point being Bob Marley. What is the song that he's most well known for? Baby, don't worry, be happy. And how did the man end? And then the man ended his life. I will acknowledge that is also a conspiracy, but we're not going to discuss about that today. Well, some people see that as a conspiracy, but you get the point. So, the types of stuff that makes good artwork, guys, I hate to say it, a lot of the time it's not the wholesome good stuff. It's the toxic behaviors. Like Yes and is a perfect example. It's the toxic behaviors. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, okay? And I'm not trying to villainize any of these people, by the way, because it's just the way the world works. It's also the way that we respond to it. that we are the ones who continue this craziness. You know what I'm saying? And so, so anyways, this is why it's such a huge deal, because now not only has Tom MacDonald shown and is showing exactly what the entertainment industry doesn't want you to think is possible, which is to succeed as well as other celebrities on your own, but he's doing it with a message that completely threatens the message that they have. Because a lot of what keeps a lot of these people in Hollywood under this like puppeteering, this is why I walked away from the entertainment industry. I've told you guys this before. I got in close enough and in enough into it that I was like, I know that if I continue it in this the way that it is, I'm eventually going to have to sell my soul. And I could already feel myself having to sell certain parts of my soul already. Like the types of dances I was being asked to choreograph for, and the types of people. Like I remember literally thinking to myself, I came into this wanting to create opportunities to show that women can do more things than just shaking our asses and doing all of this. That's why I started out. And then one of the last jobs that I was offered when I realized that I don't think I could do this anymore, somebody was saying, oh, we want you to choreograph for this girl. We want her to be the next female rapper. We believe she's going to be the next Cardi B. And I was just like, so you want me to choreograph her shaking her ass? So you want me to be another black woman who's going to come in here and make these other black women go and gain fame for shaking their ass? Absolutely mother freaking no. So when I say that that's how the industry is, I only had a little taste, ladies and gentlemen, of what that was like. The rest of them believe that they can only do what they are doing because they have to do it the way that they're being told, because that's what we're all convinced. That's how it works in Hollywood. How many times have we heard that phrase? That's Hollywood. That's how it works in Hollywood. This whole like, it has to be this way and no other way. As a dancer, again, I'll tell you another thing that people don't know about that I saw as well, again, in the industry itself, is sleeping your way to the top. People were upset with the Me Too movement, Harvey Weinstein, all these people being found out to be having women sleeping with them to get their job roles. It's the same in the dance industry, ladies and gentlemen. I've been in the studios with the best choreographers that you see doing all these tours and everything, and been taught by some of them. And yes, I can confirm with my own experience from seeing it that women and even guys are exchanging sexual favors and whatever else to get to these positions, to be dancing on tour with so-and-so. I'm not going to name any celebrities because I don't want it to seem like I'm picking on anybody in particular, because it's not about who, it's about the fact that this stuff actually happens. So that's just even people getting the opportunities. Then the next thing is, well, if you want to be a female rapper, like there was a whole situation that happened with Ivorian Doll, which really upset me. She's a UK rapper, black woman, right? And I think about these things because it cuts deep to my heart, because it's very close to myself, because I'm a young black woman, right? And she, rapper, incredible, was told on Twitter by some random person, oh, you've got everything, but you just need the BBL. And I remember her talking about this on a podcast, and I thought, girl, I hope you do not fall for this. Why are we continuing this? Before you know it, she's got the freaking BBL. The last time I heard, she's got the freaking BBL now. And I was just like, this is what I'm saying. The industry has such a hold on influence on our minds that we think we have to do these things in order to succeed. And we think we have to trust in them in order to succeed. So Tom MacDonald is creating himself to be the exact threat to exactly that. And that is why this is such a big deal. So yes, did I go around all the houses to make the big kerfuffle about this? Yes, I did. And am I going to talk more about it? Yes, I am. Because in future videos, I mean. And the reason for that is because I feel like people are finally ready to hear the truth for what it is. People are finally seeing, and it's so frustrating. I can't lie that it's taken so long for everybody and had to have so much stuff come out for people to wake up finally. But people can actually see things for what they are now. So pay attention, y'all. But yes, so that is what it is. That is why this is such a big deal. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe if you're feeling the vibe and you want to join the tribe. And of course, hit the like button, because if life's a game, let's play to win. Thank you for watching. Shout out to the new subscribers. God bless you all. And yeah, so many new stuff coming on the channel, guys. So you're going to want to stay tuned, because it's about to get so good up in here in 2024 on the winning team. Anyways, God bless every single one of you. And I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.